Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you are watching the station identification of one of Wayland City's resident YouTubers. Live in the basement. This is not MTV's remote control. And he is not Ken Ober. God rest Ken Ober's soul. This is WEML-TV, Channel 77. And now here's your host, New Bedford, Massachusetts' own, Mr. Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer. Welcome to my YouTube vlog, show, channel. It's WEML-TV, Channel 77, where there's Ordinary, and then there's me, the host of the show, channel and vlog, Mr. Eric M. Lima. How's it going, everybody? Today is August the 25th, 2021, 10:10 p.m. That's right. And it is episode 503 of the show. First of all, I want to give a shout out to Jordan Little for inviting me to his StreamYard tonight for doing AEW Dynamite live reaction, and I was honored to be part of it. And for those of you who have not seen it, I'm going to give you the rundown of what happened at AEW Dynamite tonight. And it was a doozy, let me tell you. AEW has been one of the most premier wrestling shows out there so far, besides the WWE. And it's gotten interesting now that CM Punk is arrived in AEW. So, it kicked off with Orange Cassidy versus Matt Hardy. And Matt Hardy and Orange Cassidy went back and forth. Orange Cassidy stole $100 when Matt Hardy threw the money out after Cassidy kicked him in the face. But then Matt Hardy knocked down Cassidy, got the $100 back. Despite all that, it was a hard-fought matchup, but Orange Cassidy didn't win the match. And Malakai Black, the former Aleister Black, the former Tommy End, cut a promo on Brock Anderson and Cody Rhodes. Chris Jericho came out, cut a promo on MJF, and he felt like he hasn't gotten by MJF yet. He issued a challenge to MJF at All Out, the final fight, that if Chris Jericho does not defeat MJF, he'll retire from in-ring competition. MJF says, okay, fine, but think about what you're doing. MJF still can't stand the guy. He's a jerk. The Varsity Blondes, that would be Brian Pillman Jr., Griff Garrison, and the lovely Julia Hart, to cut a promo on the Lucha Brothers. Would that be Penta El Zero Miedo and Rey Fenix, along with Alex Abrahantes, about the Tag Team Tournament Eliminator Semifinals. How they say they're going to beat the Lucha Brothers. So, both teams came out for the matchup. The Elite then shows up to watch the match. And the Lucha Brothers did defeat the Varsity Blondes, so that means the Lucha Brothers go up against Jurassic Express. Jurassic Express decide to confront the Lucha Brothers, say, hey, congratulations, and all that. And then, while they were confronting each other, the Young Bucks shoved Jurassic Express into the Lucha Brothers, but both teams caught on what the Elite's trying to do, and so they attack the Elite. That would be the Good Brothers and the Young Bucks. Jamie Hayter, the enforcer that came back on behalf of Britt Baker, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, the AEW Women's World Champion, went up against Red Velvet. Jamie Hayter defeated Red Velvet with the clothesline, her version of the Lariat. But when the post-match attack started happening, Chris Statlander came to Red Velvet's aid. And Britt Baker escaped without her championship. Then again, Chris Statlander was holding it up. And that match will be happening at All Out. That's right. When Chris Statlander to challenge Dr. Britt Baker DMD for the AEW Women's World Championship. They'll also have a casino battle royal for the ladies as well. So that'll be very interesting to see. The Dark Order decided to cut a promo about, still being strong, but Adam Reynolds was a little upset at Evil Uno. So when he walked out, John Silver says, I'll try to talk to him to see what's going on. And for the first time, Tony Schiavone interviews CM Punk. Interesting. And CM Punk addressed everything, even teased in a rumor that Daniel Bryan, or Bryan Danielson, may be All Elite. Who knows for sure. But then he addressed Darby Allin, and he addressed all the young wrestlers in the back that he wants to face. He says CM Punk wants to wrestle. Again, gotta respect CM Punk. Miro cut a promo. I don't know if he's going to issue an open challenge or who he's addressing. All I know is Miro is the Redeemer, he says. Says a little prayer. Be very interested to see who the next victim of Miro might be. Well, who could knock off Miro? We don't know for sure. And then there's a trios match. Darby Allin, Jon Moxley, and Eddie Kingston. That's a heck of a team. Go up against the wingman team of Ryan Nemeth, who you don't know. He's Dolph Ziggler's real-life younger brother. Former NXT standout Cesar Bononi and J.D. Drake with Pretty Peter Avalon in their corner. But Moxley, Kingston, Allen got Sting at ringside, so they're kind of like an even score. And when Avalon and everybody and the Wingmen started doing their shenanigans, Allen and company caught on. And Darby Allin, Moxley, and Kingston caught on. Darby Allin hit J.D. Drake with the coffin drop. 1, 2, 3. The team of Eddie Kingston, Darby Allin, and Jon Moxley won. Daniel Garcia then attacked Darby Allin from behind after the matchup, but Moxley, Kingston, and Sting chased him away, so I think there's going to be unfinished business. Alex Marvez interviewed Ty Conti about the Casino Battle Royal, but the Bunny interrupts her and saying, why aren't you still hanging out with those losers? Join the Hardy family office. Bunny hands Conti a contract, but Ty Conti ripped it up, and then those two had a cat fight, and that match will be happening. Those two, the Bunny, formerly known as Allie, will face Ty Conti in a match at Rampage tomorrow night. That could be very, very interesting to say the least. Alex, and then FTR's Dax Harwood cut a promo, and then Cash Wheeler is back, and so next week they'll face Santana and Ortiz. So that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be something. The Elite decided to cut a promo. Tony Schiavone trying to interview them, but Don Callis, being the jerk slapnut that he is, decided to take the microphone away from him. Christian Cage interrupts them, but then Christian Cage plays some footage, and then all of a sudden that got Don Callis hot, and got Kenny Omega hot, and then they tried to attack him, but then Frankie Kazarian, the Elite Hunter, stood in his way with a lead pipe. Then Jon Moxley cut a promo about, issuing a challenge to anybody from New Japan and all that. He wants to become the IWGP US champion again. But he wanted to get Hiroshi Tanahashi, who's now the champ. But instead, Satoshi Fujima accepted Jon Moxley's open challenge. And Moxley said he's going to fight and defeat him at All Out. So Satoshi Fujima of New Japan will be facing Jon Moxley at All Out. Another trios match. The Gun Club, that would be Billy Gunn and his sons Austin and Colton, to go up against the Nightmare the Factory. That would be Nick Camarado, Aaron Solo, who was Bayley's former fiance, and their leader QT Marshall, or as I like to call him, QT Fire Marshal Bill. Paul White was on commentary, and then QT Marshall kept his eye off the ball, started jaw-jacking with Paul White. Paul White was giving it back to him, and all of a sudden, Colton Gunn took advantage of that situation and won the match for his team. The Gun Club defeated the Factory. Then Dan Lambert comes out, runs down AEW as usual, but he says he's found two men that would help him straighten things out. The Men of the Year. So Scorpio Sky, a.k.a. Harold, and Ethan Page, Mr. All Ego. Looks like Dan Lambert has made his alliance with the Men of the Year. This ought to be interesting. Let's see who would step up. Alex Marvez then interviewed Arn Anderson about Brock Anderson. Brock's a little hard-headed, but not every dog's going to have his day. Kind of warns him about what's going to happen to him in that ring. Brock Anderson, though, came out, was focused, his father with him, went up against Malakai Black, and then Brock Anderson tried to go after him. Malakai Black fought back, did his kicks and punches and moves. Arn Anderson was going to throw a towel. Brock says no. Malakai Black says do it, and then he refuses, and then Brock tried to get him on his legs, but in the end, after a Black Mass kick, Malakai Black did win the matchup, and then attacked Arn Anderson, tried to use a Black Mass kick. Arn Anderson blocked it, and then Malakai Black kicked him in the jimmies, in the nutsack, in the nads, whatever, in the nether region, and then knocked him down with a kick of his own. But then, in the end, Lee Johnson from the Nightmare Factory did show up, and then Malakai Black backed out. Well, that match happened. I think he's still trying to get to Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes did not show up, so I think it's going to be very interesting, to say the least. What's going to happen on Rampage Friday, and what's going to happen on Impact tomorrow night, we'll find out. Another episode of Rant and Rave is also tomorrow, and NXT UK as well. So and tomorrow is Thursday, so Thundercracker Thursday, another trip to the bonus island for me. Will I beat the Bully Bolt Slapnut, or will the Lightning Bolt get the best of me in the best of 20 bonus battles? Tune in tomorrow night. Tune in tomorrow, either way. Got a lot of episodes on low. That's all the time we have tonight on this show. Episode 503 is complete. AEW Dynamite Event Center. Let's see what happens. All right. I will see you guys later. And until next episode, peace, love, and bless out. Good night, everybody.